little bit worried because I've realised we've got this one yet to do, where we need to host peace talks between Stormcloak and Tullius. So I think we should do this before we commit to finishing this off, because it probably won't be an issue. I should imagine it just will cancel that quest off and you'll just be able to continue past it, but I feel like it would be useful to get it out of the way for now. So I'm going to try and do it now, before I go past the point of no return. Right.
The Palace of the Kings! Enter!
Right, come on. Where's Ulfric? There he is.
Yes, make it
And a
quick.
message from
I'm
the
busy.
Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the World Eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Okay, so that's that bit done. Let's go speak to General Tullius then. Try and get that sorted. Once we've got this done, we'll go back to doing the Imperials quest. I don't know, do we need to do the Windhelm missions first as well? That might be worth checking out as well, actually. We might have to stop the Imperial quest line for now. And then do all the Windhelm quests, just to get out of the way. I don't know if it is going to affect us at all. It shouldn't do, but I don't know if becoming a Jarl, or becoming a Thane, sorry, of Windhelm will be a problem if we have... I want to run in there. I can just fast travel across the Solitude, can't I? Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to be a problem. Is that another camp then, is it? It is a camp. So we're going to have to... Well, we probably will do these first, just in case. So it's probably not going to be an issue, but it's probably worth a case, isn't it? Boom, boom. Come on, load quicker. The Mage Stone ability lets you learn magic skills more quickly. I forgot that I turned one of those off, didn't I? I forgot about those. Right, General Tullius. Where art thou?
General Tullius?
Pardon me.
Yes,
Wait.
pardon you indeed.
I know you.
You don't.
Wanderer like
Right.
you must have plenty of tales to tell.
General Tullius.
You're that mage from...
I feel like I have picked the right side. I don't know, I don't like the fact that the Stormcloaks think that Ulfric should be the king of the world. Or the king of the region, at least, anyway.
What is it?
There's not much up there. We will oust the Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that, dragons or no dragons. You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack. By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Even Ulfric might see the sense of a truce under these conditions. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
There we go. So now back up. I'm a war hero. Yeah, nice. So now back up we go to High Hrothgar, whatever it's called.
The peace council at High Hrothgar. And can...
Where are you? There's lots of point arrows up here. Is there supposed to be 3 arrows up there? I've got no idea.
Leave it?
Oh god, I'm knocking things over now. We're here anyway. Right. Over here. Let's see if we can steal some stuff from this chest. They normally refill it for me. Oh, it's empty still, huh? It's not very good, is it? Take the dragon's tongue then. Potion of magic. Probably shouldn't steal all their flowers, like they're probably there for a reason, aren't they? But, you know, it's we need the ingredients for making potions, don't we? So there you go. We steal everything. There you go. Hi, Hrothgar. Right, I really want to level up a couple more times. I really do. Just so I can get that speech stuff.
So, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So, Arngeir, is it?
Where is the table?
You know why we're here. Are you going to
Through
let us
here?
in or not?
You are not invited here. You are not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
Okay then. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I knew I did. Oh no, they're all coming this way. Ah, there it is. Ooh. Get around, everybody. Is everyone here? Get around, everyone. Take a seat, anybody.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're chief Talos hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
What do you think? Are we going to let Ulfric dictate terms to us before the negotiations even start? I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
We walk then.
No. We'll stay. Out of respect for the Dragonborn and our Greybeard hosts. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly. No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Oh, wait. General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. You're right. Ulfric isn't in any position to ask for Markarth. You heard the man, Ulfric. Markarth is off the table. Your rabble is on the verge of defeat. We have no need of a truce at such a price.
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, despite your known Imperial sympathies. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think this war is nearly won, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thelmor. You can trample us underfoot, but we will rise again. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You'll never get a better chance to salvage something from the ruins of your ambition.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
Shut
it have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. If we're not going to get Markarth, we need you to give us something.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
Bah, this is a waste of time. I can see that we won't get better terms from this council. So be it. The sons of Skyrim at least put the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth remains allied to the Empire under the authority of Jarl Igmund. You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember Evgir Unslag. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl. But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmai.
There you go, it's completed.
I admit.
Learn the shout to call the
Expect you to be
Odhavian.
able to arrange a truce. Getting Ulfric to
I'm
agree
afraid
to
there's a
anything at all
A
is
serious
quite
one.
an achievement.
I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities. It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the passage of years. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Odhavian, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Jarl Balgruuf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn.
Oh, dragon.
Yes, ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you.
I've learned the whole part of this shout now.
The difficulty remains.
Okay, so prepare a trap. Now, do we want to do this now?
Dragon's Reach at all.
I don't know if doing that is I think we need to do this bit as well, don't we? Because this is the bit that... This is the tricky bit, isn't it? This needs to be done now, I think, and then the...
Right here. Justice can be harsh, but it is still justice. Paarthurnax deserves to die. Paarthurnax was the author of many atrocities during the Dragon War, crimes great enough to be remembered for thousands of years. True, he turned traitor to Alduin and helped overthrow the dragon cult, but that does not excuse or expiate his previous deeds. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he pay with his life.
Haven't you been listening to me? All the old tales agree that he has some means to travel to Sovngarde itself. There, he devours the souls of the heroic dead to feed his power. You must find his portal to Sovngarde before he returns stronger than ever.
Okay, well this has been a pretty dialogue-heavy episode, isn't it, for now? Where's Whiterun? I don't know where we are. Oh, there we are. We're straight in there. We see if we can catch this dragon then. I get some random emails, isn't it? So my phone just went bring, picked it up, and I just got an email that just says thank you. Okay. Enter Dragon's Reach we will. I don't know how this works then. Do we shout and then a dragon comes in? I don't understand. I understand this building was built to trap a dragon. But I don't even know. Is that the roof open or something, does it? Or... Jarl.
Thank you for your role in all of this. It'd be my honor should you decide to make Whiterun your home. Speak with Preventus. He'll make the necessary arrangements.
Huh.
As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Can I also talk to you once again?
My men stand ready on the great porch.
No, I can't, okay. So need to go up the back here, do we? Okay. So, yeah, we can now buy a house here in Whiterun. I thought we could do that anyway, to be honest, but... I wonder if that's just popped up now because sometimes just random dialogue options, isn't it? Right, so I need to... go magic... shouts, and I need call dragon. Or Daving, hear my voice. Come forth, I summon you in my time of need.
Go ahead and call this dragon. We're ready.
What? Daving!
We're ready when you are.
Is that it? Apparently so, it says completed. There it is. Right, I need to go to magic, I need to go to Dragon Rend. Okay. We may have slightly lost a guard.
Steady now.
Hit my Dragon Rend, he's got to come in. He's got to land now, he's been Dragon Rended. I'll take him down. He's not actually too tough. Oh, is he healing himself, or... Aha! Is that it? Interrogate him.
Ubona, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free?
Do you promise to serve me?
Serve you? No. Need id. If and when you defeat Alduin, I will reconsider. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this.
Okay.
Indeed, Orin Britbro, I cannot leave here until you defeat Alduin, which you cannot do without my help. You have reconsidered my offer, Onikan Kron?
You have to.
You will release me, Roland, if in return I promise to take you to Skuldafn and stop helping Alduin?
Yes.
Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. It is wise to recognize when you only have one choice. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be
How do you
most
free him?
appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise.
How do I
to the Dovahkiin.
break him free? Oh, it's up there.
Surely
Okay.
you will not even notice that most of them are hardly people at all.
Okay.
Something to tell the Grand King? I can't believe that. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there? Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again. Get ready to open the trap. This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier.
Open the trap.
To the Dragonborn's plan.
Is this like the final quest line, or?
No. Dini dein Rufe Astval. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can?
Boom, and that I think is a very good place to save the game. Oh my god, it is, you know. We are literally right on the end of this. Are we? Enforce a ceasefire, yep. Kill Parthenax. Oh wow, we literally are We literally are right at the end of the main storyline. We might as well do it then. But we're going to do it next episode, aren't we? We're not going to start it now. Next episode we'll come back and we will fly to Sovereign Guard. Well, we'll fly to Skuldafn, which will take us to the Sovereign Guard. And we will seek out Alduin for the final battle. Of course, if you have enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe. And we'll see you again in a couple of days' time for some more Skyrim. Bye.
The ones who